Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I wanted to talk about a pretty big problem that's going on right now with the PlayStation Edge controller, and it's also another problem that's basically been happening since the controller has launched, and it's something that's really pissed me off. So I made a review over a year ago about the PlayStation Edge controller, which I have right here, and I don't regret some of the things that I said about it, because I do like how you can switch out the sticks, and I like how it has, custom, a lot of custom button mapping, and, you can, make the R2 and the L2 sticks, tighter or more looser. I do like that. However, though, there are two major massive problems with this controller, and if you have this controller, you are going to encounter these issues 100%, and I'm actually going to tell you how you can actually avoid these issues also. But anyways, first up, let's talk about the most noticeable issue, this. See this? This is the grips on this controller, the rubber grips. Look at this. Look at this. See that? That is literally what happens to it. They haven't completely fallen off for me yet, but basically they're getting there. And so these grips are different than on a lot of, the other DualSense controller, because they're like plastic, they're tight. These are rubber, these grips on here. And I guess Sony was advertising this to try to make this, they were trying to make this so advertise it towards gamers. You're playing long sessions, sweaty palms. This is gonna make it so the controller doesn't slip. You can hold on to it better. But unfortunately, this has backfired. So if you play a lot of games like me, if you use this controller as your main controller, this is going to happen to you. You can just Google this issue, that the grips are peeling, and you will see, dozens and dozens of posts, probably hundreds of posts, talking about this exact issue, that the grips on the controller are peeling. Now, what you can do is you can get some covers basically for this, which you can basically get on Amazon or eBay, and you should put them on your controller right away. They're basically like $10 to $15 covers. These rubber covers you put on. Some of them can be a little annoying to slip on, but once you get them on, you don't really have to worry about that ever happening again. So those grip covers are, your better solution to fix that. There are, which I'll talk about the grip covers in a little bit here, but there are, options on Amazon that you can get, or you can get, like, you can replace the entire, grips back here for like plastic ones. You have to take this part off too, and you do get tools with that, but I just don't like, messing with that. I don't like touching that stuff. All those little parts in there, I feel like I'm gonna mess something up. So I just rather put on just rubber grip on here just to fix the issue, and don't have to deal with that anymore. And now the second issue that we're going to be talking about is the stick drift. Now, this controller does get stick drift. For people to tell you this controller doesn't get stick drift, that is a lie. This controller very much gets stick drift, and I know people are going to tell me, oh, you can set the dead zone, Professional, but, I shouldn't have to go in the settings and, for, games and, set dead zones to prevent stuff like this from happening. Basically, my controller should just not get stick drift. If I pay $200 for a controller, I expect that controller to not get stick drift. I haven't had this problem with the Xbox controller, and I've been using that controller for years. But every PlayStation controller I use, within just half a year of using it, I start getting stick drift. That is basically how these controllers are. And so Sony lets you swap out these sticks. They let you. Let me just see if I can just get this off here really quick. Yep. So, you can take this off, and you can basically just, swap out the sticks here. And once you can just order more sticks online, and they're $15. If you want to know how much they cost $15. So having this controller in the long run will, even though it's annoying to spend $200 on a controller, if you play a lot of games like me, it is going to help you save money over time, because you're just going to keep buying the joysticks instead of for $15 each, instead of having to buy basically a whole brand new controller to fix the drift. And like I was saying, I know that there's videos on YouTube where you can take apart a PlayStation controller and you can fix the stick drift, but I just personally don't like doing that stuff. I don't like messing with all the little parts. I feel like I'm gonna basically ruin something. But there's a massive problem with these sticks also. There's a third problem now. We covered the grips. We covered the stick drift on here, but now we're actually going to talk about the actual stick modules. That's a massive problem. So here on my screen now, I'm going to show you guys the third problem that I'm talking about with this, and that there are no sticks for this controller. There aren't any. So, literally, when you try to type in PlayStation Edge joystick module, nothing comes up. It is nowhere. I checked Best Buy, I checked Amazon, I checked eBay; they are pretty much sold out everywhere. So literally, the people have mass bought these up. Sony apparently did not make enough of these stick modules, and what's happened is the scalpers have basically bought them all up. So look, now you can't find any of them here. This is like an example of like one of the rubber grips I told you guys about. It's a silicone cover, and this is also the plastic covers that you can get on the back, the plastic grips. But yeah, that's ridiculous. And these are, I think, joystick replacements for the regular DualSense controllers, aren't for the Edge. So the Edge costs $200 right now. But look at this. If we actually go on eBay and we take a look on eBay, look, I'm searching PlayStation Edge joystick module. And so look at this. There are people that are selling this. One guy is selling it for $359. Are you like, hi, dude? Or something like, you know, $359. The controller itself is $200. So it's better to just buy a new controller. And look, it's 40. People are selling these for $45, you know, $62. Some of these are selling from China and other countries, so I guess it's going to be a little bit more expensive. But the ones that are in America, you know, $63 here. You know, one from China here again, but this one's from America, $60. $48 one from China, $50 one from China, $55 from China here, $50 from Japan. But yeah, basically, scalpers have purchased these up, $52. Oh my god. $52 here, $50. My god, for just a simple joystick module. And this $359 one, I basically looked this one up because I just wanted to see, maybe the guy was selling like a massive pack of them. Like, he can't possibly be charging $359 for one, right? But I looked at it, and a brand new, unopened, undamaged item, its original packaging, type stick module for DualSense Edge wireless controller. 100% new stick module, high quality, easy to replace, instruction not included, professional installation is highly recommended. Well, you don't need a professional installer for this. It's simple, but look at one piece's stick module. Are you serious? One piece's stick module. You know, $359? It's like, I'm better yet at, it's better for me to purchase, like, it's like, that's almost the price of a PlayStation 5 itself. You know, I can get a DualSense Edge controller, and I can get you know, 3 regular DualShock controllers, PlayStation 5 controllers, for that exact same price. Which is, if I look up this PS5 controller, let's see, PS5 controller, what comes up here? PS5 controllers. Okay, and there's, you know, there's new here, $60, $60 controller right there. One guy $70. But, and Amazon I'm sure will have the, So Amazon, look at this, $70, $70, $74, $74. So literally, these scalpers are like trying to charge you like $45, $70, $80 for like a single stick module. You know, one guy's, you know, completely, I don't know what's wrong with him. That's like $360 he wants. But you can, you know, instead of buying like another joystick module, you can just buy a regular DualSense wireless controller. That's what you can pretty much buy. It's just, this is just so ridiculous, so stupid. So this is pretty much how you can fix the rubber grips. Is you can get one of these, which these, like I said earlier, you can order these on Amazon. You know, most of them are between 10 to 15 bucks. Some of them get a little bit more pricey at $20. But basically, you just need one of these. That's it. And, you know, order this. If you're going to get the PlayStation Edge controller one day, or if you have one already, you know, get this right away. You know, put a grip like this on, you know, this entire cover. This, I will be honest with you guys, this cover, while it does protect the grips, it was a bit annoying to put on. So it's a bit annoying to try to put this on the controller. I'll put the one that I have in the description down below if you want to check that one out. There are, I think, even better ones, but this one it does work. You know, protects the grips now, so I don't have to worry about, you know, it peeling off any further. And my controller looks nice from the outside too, without having to look at those ugly grips peeling off. But yeah, that's pretty much the solution. Is to, there are also, like I said earlier, you know, the plastic ones where you can take off the entire, you know, back cover, you know, put on new plastic grips. But like I said, I don't want to, you know, mess with this and, you know, take this part off and all the other stuff. So I just rather just put on, you know, whole cover like this and just not have to worry about it. But that's that's pretty much it for the video. Is I'm just disappointed in Sony that they could not make better sticks for their controller that would not have any kind of stick drift. Because I'll tell you guys something. This right here, this is the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. And I have had this controller for about 3 years. I even bought this controller used. I bought this controller used at a pawn shop. And the thing about this is that this controller is what I use on pretty much every single one of my PC game playthroughs. So I'm actually even using this for Fallout 3 right now. This is what I'm playing with on right now. So this this controller I've been using for pretty much 3.5 years at this point, and I have not had any kind of really any kind of stick drift, and no issues with this controller whatsoever. It's like the best controller that I've ever used. You can take off the tops of these joysticks off. You can't take the entire joystick out, but I don't know if this controller can even get stick drift, because I know some controllers are developed much better, but I have not gotten any kind of stick drift with this controller. So this is a really good controller, and I personally think it's better than the Edge. But that's the Xbox controller, though. That's different company. You can't use that one on the PlayStation. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you had that same problem with the Edge controller, if you had it peeling off, if you dealt with the stick drift. If you're able to find joystick modules anywhere for cheap online, let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious on that, but I can't find it. Amazon, eBay, online, I cannot find it anywhere. And the scalpers just purchased them all up, and now they're reselling them for ridiculous prices. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.